I'm here to take a little time to commemorate Alexandre Barannikove, a great personality in the field of psychotherapy, psychology, psychiatry, and a great human being. I want to honor his contribution, his personality, and I want to contribute to a living, lively memory and commemoration of him, and to keep him present amongst us. I first want to say something about his person. He was always such an open-hearted personality. What struck me most when I was with him or when I think at him was his great heart. He was a warm personality, an understanding, accessible person who gave his presence. He was so supportive. He was so critical at the same time. We had good and long discussions. During the day, during night, we drank many beers together, and we even had struggles in discussions with him. This was possible with him, but our friendship was never in danger. It was always a good and close and warm relationship, although we had disagreements and fights. This was such a great thing with him. He had his own opinion. He developed a lot of things, but most of all, he was a personality, a relational personality with an open mind and an open heart, embracing the other and not giving up himself. So I am always touched when I think at him, and when after he died, for months, every day, I had to think at him. He was so present, so close. I could not grasp it that he really died and so suddenly died. I would also like to say something about his contribution in his work and his contribution to psychotherapy and to psychology, to existential analysis. He expanded existential analysis. Really, he contributed in the field of psychiatry. He integrated it, and he taught existential analysis and this phenomenological open access to his colleagues. He practiced it. So he, in the practical field, he was very present. He developed and integrated constellation work in existential analysis. So he expanded this phenomenological view to another method and integrated this method in the field of practical work in existential analysis. And he did a great work in the theory of deprivation. He was the first who spoke in our field of existential psychotherapy of the importance of deprivation. He paralleled it to psychoanalytic theories and the impact on practice. He made publications on them. He worked on anthropology and philosophy. He was very interested in the basis of in the anthropological understanding of the human being and of personality disorders especially. He was also, more than this, networking between psychologists and the different fields of psychology. He was practicing and active in the PPL in Moscow, and he was connected with other existential movements and other psychotherapies in Russia. He made a lot of publications and had the plan to publish much more. He had the plan, and it was, and I'm sure that there is already quite a bit done for a book on anxiety. And there is a book on trauma which he planned to edit and which is almost ready. And I hope it will be edited very soon from now. As a psychotherapist, also in the field of his work, to finish this working contribution in psychotherapy, he was himself. His psychotherapy was framed by his love for the human being. He loved his patients. I think this was his maybe the greatest potentiality which he brought in the field of psychotherapy, in the practical work, that through his love, besides and above all methods and knowledge, and he had a lot of them, with his love, he cured and helped people he cured them and helped them to overcome their problems. I want to give him a great to express my gratitude for his enormous contribution. And I'm missing him as a person. We all are missing him as a scientist. I personally miss him as a friend. And when I spoke with him about his work and what he was fascinated from, he said, in the existential psychology, what he found was a correspondence to his personality. He felt himself reflected in the theory. The theory helped him to sharpen, to make clearer his own vision of the human being, of himself. He was so appealed by the concept of the person, of freedom and responsibility, of the search for meaning. This is so deeply human, and he had the same themes, and he knew about the importance from own experience. He knew about this importance of the role of inner consent, the role of inner dialogue, the importance of finding meaning and to work on it and to look at it. And especially he was, as a psychiatrist and clinician and psychotherapist, he was very much interested in the clinical suffering of the human being, anxieties, trauma, depression, addiction, personality disorders, and psychosis. And in all these fields, he was at home, and out from the background of these fields, he could help people to develop better and to become more themselves and to overcome their restrictions, their pain, their deprivations, their traumas, and become more and more human, something what he developed throughout his life to become more and more human. And he really became a very deep human personality. And this is what we will always keep in mind, which what I also feel in my heart deeply. And for this I'm so grateful to have had the opportunity to encounter him and to be with him and to work with him.